Store. We could go there and then to the store and maybe buy missiles. I'm not sure that's worth it. Not much useful we could afford at a store. Not really anything. Going just to buy missiles feels a bit weak. Could get the engine upgrade. We are in an energy sector. So I guess if that's a store, we also probably don't go there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This is a bit awkward. Or could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and still problem 7, 8, 10, 11. Missed that one. This kind of feels better. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've seen everything except the bottom left, which you can't really use that much anyway. And those on the right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 2. We see that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's probably best. I mean, technically we can go 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could get use out of this. Or indeed 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6, 7, 8. That'd be diving though then. If we go down here. What am I looking to buy in a store realistically? There's a few things, but none of them like immediately great. Cloaking, well, we can't buy cloaking. Potentially could buy crew. Or even just buying missiles, I guess. So do I actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I suppose I could like see how much money I get before the store. Maybe I can balance this out. 1, 2. What was I gonna? I was gonna go like 1, 2. I'll also go 1, 2. Oh yeah, 1, 2. And then if we've got good scrap or stuff we want to sell, potentially 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If we don't, then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're still skipping this one. Yeah. Three. 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially. Intruder on deck. Huh. So I want the crew. Both options have a chance of hull damage, but offering up number 2 is lower chance. Right? Yeah. This one... Isn't that one like 50% hull damage and this one is 1 in 3? This one is like more reliable, high scrap, not getting a fight. This one, what is even the chance I get the crew here? I feel like it's 1 in 3. Don't take that option unless you really want the crew, but I sort of do want the crew. Oh no, it's 50% crew and a fight with an NG ship. But if we get the bad option, we take 5 hull damage and 1 damage to random system, which is not great. Particularly while we only have 2 Mantis. Like they could take our teleporter or oxygen or something offline. Bounty is high scrap. Or high scrap and damage. Oh, you do get a fire. In that case. Or It's the same fight, but without hull damage. I'd normally offer up the bounty. High scrap in Sector 2 is, what, 19 to 23? Whoops. Okay. Yeah, this one is always a fight. This has a 2/3 chance of just being free stuff. Albeit possible damage. This fight could be quite bad because we start with a damage system. Which does get me a Mantis 50% of the time. No. Okay, we got a bad result. Oh, the other one is Intruders on board, huh? I don't know for sure what was correct there. Mantis is kind of tempting. Let's say the 2 double mini beam is horrifying. And this is a Mantis controlled NG ship. At least you don't have a med bay. God. Okay. Where are you going? Okay, fine. So you're coming from this direction? I think, or it could be that direction. I suppose I kind of knew there were 3 Mantis there. Do we wait? Yeah, we wait. And we need to pull the pilot. Actually, I could have boarded elsewhere. I also would have pulled the pilot. Didn't need to board into shields. Oh, and I should be doing the fire safety stuff. That's kind of bad. It's too late now. Alright. This is a gross fight, but the alternative fight was possibly worse. Okay, there are two of them there. We win the fight, but we take a bunch of damage. And we don't win straightforwardly. Okay, I want to get you out now. And then hack. Damn it, they both got in. Okay, that's better. Oxygen should be on, that's a mistake. Oh boy. Need to kill this one off. Oh no, I've not been doing my have I? I've been doing this correctly. Can't remember what I decided on. No, I have been, I think. Well, we've got to win this fight now. Which we can. Excuse me a sec. Alright. Hey guys. Oh, I forgot to text you, sorry. Yeah, I tried to book ahead of Evesham and you can't even see the courts beyond the COVID closure. As far as I can tell. Unless the website's just being bad. I'll keep checking. I checked a few times. Yeah. How are you doing? Only a week and a half to go. Time flies when you're having fun. So this is a bit dicey. Like this ship has 3 Mantis on it. There's also another Mantis that boarded us. Yeah, me neither. And now we can't get back. So we have to kill this Mantis that is nearly at full health. Thankfully they have no way to heal. So I pull this one into the shields, and then they'll try to get out. If they start a fire here, it could be bad. Or if they take these systems offline. Alright, no hacking, but they're going to be dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I did a bit. I just got started, but I hurt my shoulder doing squats. Like I was trying to keep my wrist in the correct position, which I've always struggled with. And I thought it would be just like a stretch for it, but it hurt too much like afterwards, so I've had like a week off. It's fine, it's better now. I'll just have to do things a bit differently next time. I could have done some other exercises, it was a bit lazy, I guess. Okay. It's an old injury. Oh, I need to get cheat engine set up. Damn, that fight hurt. Might now be going to this store just for repairs. think we take this? You are kidding me. I think I can actually train against this ship if I want to. Yeah. You're gonna board me, right? Do I want to make them board me again? Probably. I finished the Mantis C one. Yeah. And then I tried this ship and lost in Sector 2. Thanks. Yeah, I was pretty pleased to get that in one, or well, at all. Like that ship and this ship are pretty awful, shieldless. I've never tried that before. I never tried this before. I think maybe I'll let you go back. Because why not? They're going to board me. They board you up to 2 times with the regular AI. The flagship is different. It just keeps boarding you. If you kill off the first crew that boards you, then they don't board you again. So you should stop boarding us now. This might get a bit loud. I'm going to turn the volume down on my end, I think. Actually, I don't want to speed hack or just give them the skill. I'll just give them the skill. This projectile doesn't hurt us. Yep. Not sure how much use it will be, but I will take it. Mantis ships don't surrender, right? I don't think there's any way I'm using a small bomb here. But we just board them? Do you want to get punching training? Oh well. Didn't win the Euro Millions. £115 million would probably get you set up with a pretty good badminton court. I want to get punchy training. Even more. No, probably not. We're just gonna do this. Okay. Okay. Might very well jump to that store. So I will take this beacon. Yeah, I will take 5 missiles for 1 fuel. Absolutely. What do I think about the store now? There's at least 1 more store in the sector. There's not a whole lot I can buy at that store apart from repairs. Could buy crew. But, like, say I buy another Mantis or an NG, I buy like an NG and 3 repairs. Might not be terrible. Is it better trying to be brave and hold out for another store? We can see all these other beacons, apart from this one. Well, we actually see it, but we have to dive. We go there, we miss a lot of potential future souls that could be more useful. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Miss all of these. I have no idea how to play this one. Like, strategically. We just seem so weak, even with hacking in a small bomb. We seem pretty weak. Crew would help a lot. I could buy another Mantis. Maybe I should. But if it's an NG, NG's good for blue options and repairs. Normally you'd want that on this ship more than anything. But it doesn't help us kill enemies that much quicker. I guess a bit. It gives us distraction boarding options. But we're out of Sector 1, distraction boarding is starting to get less will start to get less effective soon. I think I push forwards. I may regret this, but I don't know how to assess it. Okay. Blue option, yes. This one. This is just objectively bad. Never click it. Literally never. It's the same outcome as this, but worse. And if you have an NG, you get a blue option where you lose your NG. And then get them back with full skills if you beat the ship. But this is good. Drone reactor booster. And low scrap. If I'd upgraded my hacking, I would have got a reactor upgrade as well. Not that we really need it, but it would have some value. $25 scrap plus 8 scrap plus 3 fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drone reactor booster is really sad in vanilla. Like, drones are slow anyway, and making them 25% fast. Onboard drones doesn't affect any of these. Making it 25% faster. Sorry, I'll show you the augment description. Doesn't do anything really. Like, on balance mod, the effect of that is multiplied 10 times. And they zip around, and it's quite funny, and it's still something you probably just sell most of the time. So we go here, right? Explore the asteroid field. We can get an asteroid fight out of this. You can take hull damage straight up. We can get some free stuff. Asteroid fights in themselves are not like tremendously awful because we have a defense drone with a buffer. I'm actually going to take this even though it's risky. Yeah, most outcomes are good there. Well, if you're prepared to take a little hull damage. There's another store. That's a good placement. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Like here and here or here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There might be another store here as well, but I want to get more scrap, I think. Rather than jump direct to it. Because we want repairs, we want to be able to buy stuff like a hull beam maybe for the future, or crew for the present. Do I want the distress beacon? Do I have a choice? No. No, I don't. Am I moving? Yeah. Oh, this one. So normally I take option 3 here. I have 2 blue options with Mantis B. Or with the defense drone. That's how I want it. Option 3 is a chance at least of a free weapon. I'm just going to double check this. And option 2 is option 4 is free crew. Or at least 50. I think it's 50% chance of crew. Yeah, what is it? So free crew. Or high scrap, or free crew 50%, and then the remaining 50% is divided into 3 outcomes of high scrap, medium scrap, or 10 hull damage. Or we use a drone, and we get some hull damage, also fire, which can be dangerous for us, and medium scrap and a weapon. Never been able to properly utilize drones. You were so bad at using them, you were better off putting power elsewhere. Drones are actually, well, they're not the best system. generally. That tends to be hacking, also cloaking. A lot of high-level players really don't like them. Like, hacking is always good. Drones are more situational. The defense drone in particular is really good value for money. Just being able to shoot down missiles fairly reliably is a big deal, and it's a lot cheaper than cloaking. But offensive drones, like the combat and beam drones, most of the time they're not something you want to buy. You need to know when you can get away with it, when it makes sense. Also, they have a fairly high skill threshold to use them effectively often. Like, you need to micromanage the power. One nice thing about drones is if you imagine we had a combat drone in this slot, and if drone parts weren't an issue, for example, if we had a drone recovery arm augment, then we don't need any extra power or upgrades to the system, because you don't need to run at the same time, so you can just swap power, and that can be very efficient. I'd say a lot of players would say that basically defense drones, particularly Defense 1, are the only ones that are worth buying or using. I don't agree with that, but they do have a point. Like, there's a lot of the time, particularly if you look at like the NGA starting setup, ion and drone, ion weapon and a combat drone, it's generally going to be a really bad way to play the game. Like, if you try to just stick to that setup, even adding more ions, you probably just lose, because you're spending a lot of drone parts, and you're not getting any targeted damage from them. In the no reactor run, I consider getting system repair drone. Yeah, like, they have their uses. They're not as bad as people think. Some drones are kind of bad. I've yet to have a run where I get good use out of an ion intruder drone. Although, actually, I think there are ways to do it. But yeah, a lot of the ships, well, some of the ships that come out the hangar, like, their gimmick or their theme is something you usually want to move away from. Like, the idea of NGB is you have this one crew and you have anti-personnel and system repair drones. And that's just not as good as having crew. Or NGA Ion plus an offensive drone is just generally not a good setup. It can be, but it's hard to put together in a sensible way. Federation C kind of suggests that you should be suicide boarding the Zoltans and having them explode for 15 damage to crew in the room, and that's just not good. It's bad. It's better to board with the Mantis and the human, that kind of stuff. So quite often it's better to kind of turn the whimsical starting nature of a ship into something a bit more standard. Anyway, what we're doing here, I think we're going for the crew. Like, a weapon would be nice, but if we get the weapon... Well, what happens if we get the quest instead of the weapon? I think we get the weapon then. Oh, it's hidden Federation base. That's a lot of different possible outcomes. I think I just try to get the crew. That's good. Might still board with them at first. Probably do it this way because they're faster. Actually, how long does it take? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it doesn't make a difference. And you can still get there in 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, comfortably. Suppose they could man weapons. Probably better off boarding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This kind of stuff can be a bit risky, by the way, that I'm not leaving any spare jumps in case we get fleet doubled. But I sort of have to take those risks. There's not a lot of fleet doubling events in this sector either, I think. Oh, do you want to be an NG, Gus? I don't know if you're still there. I might. I'll put you on. Oh yeah, cool. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Just don't let me die. I'll do my best. Booby trap or secure. So I could get more jumps out of this, but I'd rather just have the safe reward. Can be a good reward too. Oh, repair drone. Wow. Rarity 4, so 4 out of 5 most rare items. Worth 42 scrap to sell. Or just probably try to keep it. This could be really good. I wonder if I should use one right now. Probably not. Maybe. Repairs cost 2 at the store. Whole repair drone averages 4 repairs. So it's the same cost, right? One drone part is 8 scrap. That's 4 times 2. Yeah. Yeah, I think I should actually use one. 1, 2, 3, 4. High roll. 5. That's the max. Oh, what? I thought I saved that position. Boo. Okay, we could buy more crew. There's that drone I was talking about. We're never buying systems. I mean, subsystems, yeah, we could buy this, but there's no need for me to try to reduce the pool of systems for the future. I don't think I buy anything from the store. Oh, I can sell this. That's never getting used. Could buy drone parts. Don't think I need to. I mean, there's something to be said for, like, accumulating drone parts as soon as I can so I can have a massive stash for the flagship, but I think that's premature right now. We're alright, kind of alright for missiles now, alright for fuel. Don't want any of these, don't want to sell my whole repair drone, don't think I want the crew. Like, the human would be alright. Takes me down to, I mean, without selling the repair drone, takes me down to 45, 63, 58. And I don't want to sell the repair drone. I don't sell any of these. Okay, so I don't buy the human. I don't think I need to right now. It would be okay, an okay decision. Oh, jeez. Oh, what I probably should have done is upgraded my engines again. Oh, except this does... Actually, if I upgrade my engines only once, then this event is worse. I'd have to upgrade them twice. But this event is awful, in any case. At least they only have an ion weapon. Is that an ion blast? Well, I understand, but the mini beam is bad. And there's Alton shield. Arguably, I should have upgraded my engines a bunch, but I don't know. I don't think that's correct. I need to start building some kind of offense. I really need to start building offense because we can never have cloaking. It's going to take me at least 3 small bombs to get through their shield. If all of them hit. And then the next one probably hits after that and takes down their weapons and we're fine. So the reason this doesn't work, this does nothing here, is that the way that this event works is it removes all of your, it disables all your engines apart from the first bar, because they don't want to trap you completely. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational. But if you only have 1 bar, it doesn't disable anything, and that means you get the manning bonus as well. Okay. Yuck. I think I have to spend some bombs here. I suppose, how long does it take me to get away? On level 1 engines with manning, it's like 58 seconds or something. So by the time we get through the Zoltan shield, it's around about 40 seconds anyway at best. But we've already taken most of the damage we're going to take, if that's the case. Huh. And if they shoot us a lot in engines and piloting, we might be glad that we were using bombs to, if they don't shoot us so much in weapons. Yeah, so we have 2 ways of surviving this. We either run or we kill, well, we win the fight. chair time, so I probably want to have both options because they can shut down either of those quite easily. Don't think I need to do the venting stuff because the NG can deal with fires. The NG? I mean Gus. Gus is a highly skilled firefighter. Thankfully Mini Beam didn't hit us in weapons, just as a small bomb. Okay, small bomb goes off, does 2 damage to these ultimate shields. Let's just vent that. They're not manning their weapons because they have only 2 crew. Does that mean we get ahead of them in weapons charge? Small bomb is 13, mini beam is 12. 13 minus 1.3. We should just get ahead of them. 11.7, then there's 0.3 seconds delay on that. And a point... what is it? 0.95 seconds delay on this. It's really close. I'm considering whether I actually wait and see what the mini beam targets, so as not to waste a bomb. Or even toggle the weapons. That's interesting. 24 seconds is when a mini beam fires. We were not manning our weapons for the whole time. I could calculate this, right? Upper and lower bounds, 26 seconds for two small bombs. Lower bound, 26 minus 2.6. So 24 minus 0.6, so 23.4. 23.4 plus 0.95 minus 0.3. 0.95 is the time to get to the enemy ship. After that it can't be like destroyed. Otherwise we waste the bomb. 0.3 is the delay on this. What was it? 23.4 plus 0.95 minus 0.3, so 23.1. Lower bound plus 0.95 is 24.1. So does that mean this doesn't fire before they do? I'm confusing myself. Let me actually double check some sums. So 26 times 0.9. Yeah, it's 23.4. Plus 0.95. It's 24.35. Minus 0.3, because we get, yeah, so 24.05. Alright. So even if we'd been manning this right from the start, this mini beam is going to hit the first room it targets just before our bomb is on their ship. Yo, Fab, how are you doing? Yeah, so I was just calculating like upper and lower bounds. And we came from like here somewhere, so it's about like Yeah, I'm not sure who was where. Let's say one. Say they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So roughly 4 seconds. Yeah, let's say it was 4 seconds, and then manning bonus. So 4 seconds means I miss stuff. I miss stuff all the time. 4 seconds means and suggestions are very welcome. 4 seconds means another 9 seconds remaining. With the manning bonus. So that's another 8.1 seconds. So the first small bomb was ready at about 12 seconds, in fact. Let's just say 12 seconds. Second small bomb is ready at 25 seconds. No. Okay, bit of grumpy old man syndrome going on this morning, but I'm good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you've been feeling grumpy. I'm sure there are reasons for it. Everyone gets grumpy sometimes. Certainly I do. I can be a real sulk if I get into the right state of mind. Where was I? Let's go with the exact figures because there's more exact figures coming. So 12.1 plus 13 with the 10% bonus. So 13 minus 1.3, 12, 11.7. 11.7 plus 12.1 is 23.8. Damn kids, get off my lawn! What did I say? 23.8? Let's just... Yeah, 12.1 plus 11.7. Yeah, 23.8. And this is firing at exactly 24 because they're not manning their weapons. It takes 0.95 seconds for the bomb to get onto their ship, so if I fire it now, I can lose the missile and have it taken offline as well. So it's very close. I'm tempted to try a weapons toggle. I would need to wait, in theory, about 0.2 seconds. But maybe I just say that's my margin. I can't know for sure because I don't know exactly what path they took. I probably... If I'd recorded it... Oh no, hang on. They're Mantis. God damn it. Okay, start the calculation all over again. If they were... I'm going to work with them being like either here or here. And we're going to say... Oh yeah, the ion blast is going to fire at the same time as the mini beam. So the toggle has extra value. That being said, delaying it with the toggle also means that the ion blast can reach us before we can fire the bomb fully. So like if the mini beam isn't targeting weapons but the ion blast is, then we're better off firing right away. I need to redo my calculation slightly. I can, with this weapon especially, I can kind of judge it by eye as well. But not perfectly, and the depower's so fast. The other thing we could do is spend a drone part to get drones on the targeting, on the smart targeting. Hey Thomas, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I don't know about spending a drone part just to manipulate the smart targeting. I could. It's tempting. We do have the NG now. So how bad are fires compared to this fight? I think I'd probably do that. No, the NG pretty much solves the problem here. I think I want to try a toggle. Because these are firing at the same time, there's a lot of value to that. I suppose the other thing to consider is if I toggle now, I don't get ahead of the mini beam for the next one. And we need to hit with 2 more bombs before we can do anything. So the next 2 bombs are really important. We may also just be running from this fight, by the way. It's but I want to have both options. Like, I can't just go, oh, I'm running, and then sit here while they repeatedly mini-beam me in the piloting and engines. Like, I think it's worth spending the missiles. It takes us a while to run anyway. Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of toggling outside of Stealth B. I suppose what I can always do is try to toggle, and then if I see the weapon animate, if I'm too late, then I just don't do it. If I'm too early and losing too much charge, then I say, oh well, and put the charge back. Maybe. It turns out by the way, Farb knows this, but I don't know if anyone else does. Because we talked about this. It turns out that when you see the weapon animate, it's too late to change the smart targeting. It's, from what I can tell, I did some testing, and it seems that the weapon will begin animating at least 1 frame before the charge bar resets, and as soon as it's animated, then it has chosen the smart target, as far as I can tell. Some weapons, like the Burst Laser 2, has at least 2 frames, I think, if you pause really sharply. So even if I caught it and then when it was animating first, and then I depowered, and then I got another frame of pause, and then the charge reset, even then, because I was doing that quite consistently in my tests, even then it was smart targeting, as far as I could tell. So I think it's actually somehow tied to the weapon animation, rather than when the charge bar resets. Okay, so let's try to think about this a moment before my head explodes. Considerations. If I can do a good toggle now, then I can significantly reduce the chance that I get hit in weapons for this bomb. If I don't toggle, then I might be able to, with the manning bonus, I might be able to get far enough ahead that the second bomb, assuming you don't get hit right now, can land before the mini beam fires again, but not before the ion fires. I think Burrito's approach to it actually doesn't work. Well, that's not fair. I know he's been like using the weapon animation, and that doesn't work. As far as I can tell. So I can do like a kind of improvised treadmill here. Yeah, that's true. Yes, it would be interesting if he was here. Yeah, it's sort of something that, I don't know, I kind of wish this wasn't in the game, this particular tactic, kind of. But equally, I kind of wish Stealth B was a ship that didn't require such absurd tactics at the beginning of the game to increase consistency. Anyway, I need to think. This is like this could legitimately end the run here. Probably not. We probably get away, but could really do with not taking a giant amount of. Yeah, it's not a very fun tactic, is it? Like, it's interesting that it exists, but. Like, I sort of hate myself for inventing the Zoltan treadmill. Anyway, where were we? I need to recalculate the times here because I didn't factor it in being a Mantis. So I'm gonna say... Well, let's see. The NG was the one moving. So the Mantis were here and here. So I think it probably was on this tile. It could have been on this tile. So let's say 1, 2, 3.4, 4.4, 5.4, 6.4, 7.4, 8.4, 9.4. Or 8.4 or 9.4 tiles. 8.4 over 2.2 is standard crew movement. And then we want to multiply that by what? Mantis is 1.5. No, 1.2 speed. So so actually we divide that by 1.2, right? Okay, 3.2. Or 9.4 over 2.2 over 1.2. Okay, so we're looking at about 3.2 to 3.6 seconds. Let me write that down. Too much in my head. Therefore, 9.8 to 9.4 charge remains, and then multiply that by 0.9. 8 times 0.9, because I don't have any weapons training. That's 8.8. 9.4. So 8.5. 8.5 to 8.8. So the range, total range, I just confused myself. 3.2 seconds, so 9.4 to 9.8. Oh god, I'm too tired. So I want to add like the lower number to the higher number. Longer walk time means higher charge remaining. So like, what was it, 3.2 plus, I'm probably just getting this wrong now, 8.8, or I'm doing this wrong, I can't think straight. Oh god. Sorry if I just bust anyone's eardrums. Right, what did I actually work out already? Okay, I'm happy it's 9.4 to 9.8 seconds. Remain. Yeah, okay, I really confused myself. That's how much time. Why doesn't my brain want to work? This should be easy. From the point at which they got to the manning console, between 9.4 and 9.8 seconds remain. And if it's 9.4, that was 3.6. Otherwise it's 3.2. This is ridiculous. I don't know if this makes sense for me to be doing this, but Mike Dropley is here, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then if it's this, if it's 9.8, then we multiply that by 0.9. And this is sort of nonsense I might have to do to actually win shieldless runs with this ship. That's 8.8. Or 3. It's, yeah, 9.4. That's a bit close. 8.46. And then the total elapsed time is the walk time plus the charge time remaining with the manning bonus. So that's 11, 12, no, 11.6 is 12, 12.06, and 12. Really? Oh, that's pretty close. Seems suspiciously close. I suppose we're only talking about one tile Mantis movement difference, so yeah. Okay. 12.06. That's the charge time for first bomb. And then second bomb is what, 11.7. So total, that's right, isn't it? 1.3, yeah. So total is 23.7 to 23.76. So we are up to, hang on, running out of paper, 0.24 to 0.3 seconds ahead of mini beam. In theory. So I guess what that means is I wait for this to finish charging and then I try to time. Maybe I just turn it off. I mean, 0.3 seconds is about as good as you'd normally get with a weapons toggle on Stealth B. So that's actually not bad. If it's 0.3 seconds, then I lose 6 times that. So I lose 1.8 seconds. Maybe worth it? How far does a crew move in like half a tile? Well, how long does it take them to... How far does a crew move in half a tile? How long does it take them? 2.2 tiles a second with like the NG. Maybe I don't move the NG. Move the Mantis. So how far does the Mantis move in like half a tile? So it's like 1 over 2.2, 0.45 seconds per tile, regular crew. getting kind of ridiculous, even for me. I have 1.2 for Mantis. So Mantis moving half a tile is about 0.38 seconds. So if I did a quarter of a tile, I kind of just want to see how close these numbers work, whether these numbers work out at all. If I did a quarter of a tile, say, is that feasible? It's just under 0.2. So maybe we wait for this to fill, we move the Mantis a quarter of a tile. Roughly, or just a little bit. And then we depower it. What have I done to myself? Okay. And let's find out, now what will happen is these are going to like fire before I think they are, and we'll discover I'm just wrong. Like, totally wrong. Oh, I should also probably do this as a backup. It's actually looking quite close. This is where I slip on the pause button and it all comes undone. Okay. I can't let them get that far. Maybe that's enough. Okay, targeting has been selected. Weapons was not on the list. They can still hit us in weapons. Mod sucks. Hello, Balamano. Have you been playing FTL mods or something? Or are you saying bad things about Tharb in the channel? Channel mods. Nothing else I can particularly be doing right now. Well, they did target oxygen. Not normally what you want to see on Mantis B, I guess. And doors. So the downside of this tactic is that now the ion can hit us in the weapons before we fire this, I think. Or maybe not. I'm going to fire it. No, it can't. The ion's still too slow. Wait for it to miss now after all of that. Where's that going? I think I might need to put that fire out with my NG. Don't think that's going for weapons. I need a proper sized piece of paper. Actually, I can't really tell with the ion, but it's about... Oh, it might be going for weapons. After all that. But we get the bomb away. Okay, it's not weapons. Think I can do that? Yeah, I just run the Mantis for the next one, don't I? Alright. So this time... we fired a little bit after the mini beam. I don't think we can do a toggle. Maybe I can try to do it visually. It's too hard for me to judge like how long elapsed. Oh, I could have done it there, I slipped. You go in here. Can you do it, please? We get a dodge. Back there. Weapons charges reset. I mean, sorry, last volley they'd effectively reset. They were equal. So that volley was 8 seconds, and this one is going to be 12. Ion Blast is going to take... I don't think I should toggle again. We've lost our manning bonus a bit. We were behind the mini beam. I might actually toggle like right now. Jeez. Gross fight. If I say so myself, that's pretty good timing. And when you, I know this is, as soon as you see this, this is for Balabano's benefit and anyone else who's joined recently, the smart targeting has been chosen, even if the charge bar hasn't reset. As far as I can tell in my testing anyway. Okay. They are sort of doing what we want them to do. So we don't just like asphyxiate. That would be embarrassing after all this. Don't want to step you out, it's too late. It's too late. Hmm. $37.02. We're probably fine with just the NG. Not necessarily. I think I'd rather keep this charging. The Mantis doesn't help a great deal. We run into engines to dodge that when it fires. And we want to be boarding soon as well. Probably. Don't even know what crew they have yet. Can potentially board with all three and take down their weapons that way. So two on their ship, yeah. We could just go on their ship to breathe. Probably don't board with 3 because I want the NG to repair stuff. I'd like to get this under control and then board. We will fire before the Ion Blast. Be really grateful if we hit this one FTL. Oh, Zoltan shields and yeah, we'll be hacking weapons. Zoltan shields is allowed, including the shield drone. for sure. Can't use our hacking yet, though. Don't have a bypass. I need to keep track of weapon timings. That was the 4th volley of the mini beam. So this volley is at, yeah, because that was firing at 12 effectively. This is now firing at 16. Four seconds later. Definitely worth toggling this. We probably lose all its. Probably lose its charge. I mean, the other thing we could do is just hack medbay, which I don't often do. But hacking weapons feels better. We have enough bombs. Once we get the weapons hack, we get another bomb in, it likely lands, and then we've won the fight with no more damage. But we need to get another bomb through before we can do anything. And I kind of want to deal with this as well. 34% oxygen is not a disaster, but it will become one. But yeah, maybe if the enemy crew are not 2 Mantis, and even if they are potentially we can just kill them while we're hacking weapons. Maybe you don't even need the bomb. Well, we need one more bomb. Anyway. Am I trying to toggle this? I think so. If I don't toggle, then I think I can get the next the bomb off before another ion can hit it. If I do toggle, then I'm kind of in the same situation again, having to toggle the ion afterwards. It's only 1 in 4 smart targeting. We do have oxygen on the list as well, so it's effectively 1 in 8. I could put a drone up, I don't want to increase reduce that even further, I don't want to. So I think I leave this on now. Don't hit me. Oh yeah, and I do this. Okay. Probably NG repairs oxygen first. Oh well, you've got the doors partly repaired already. Venting might be relevant. What about the mini beam though? God, am I going to try to toggle for the mini beam? So this is where they're firing together as well. So I can use both weapon animations to try to judge it. I think the NG can deal with a fire in O2. can even send a Mantis to help them out if we're desperate. Oh, I'm too late. I was just going to do one more. No point toggling now. This is not going to get there. He'll need healing at some point. We can run away quite soon as well. Do I actually try to stay in weapons and just get the bomb off? It's pretty close. Yeah, I think I do. Okay, that's not weapons. We need to fix that. You need to hit. Oh, you really need to hit, please. That's a hit. Three on three for Mini Bean Smart Target. Yeah, thankfully it wasn't the weapons. I should have toggled. I was going to just do it. I thought I had maybe another frame or two. Yeah, we never know, right? But now we should be alright. Oh, what am I doing? That was wrong. I'm an idiot. I should have pulled the crew in first, although, I mean, it's pretty close. That being said, if we just send them to the med bay, we're probably fine. And Mini Beam is taken down first. So if they get in here and interrupt us, fine, I guess. They might come from different directions. Well, they will come from different directions. So I think we can take down the Mini Beam. In which case we're fine. Yeah, beating on two different doors, so it should take them 10 seconds. You still have 35 health. Okay, good. So they should actually break in just before we can take down the Iron Blast. That seems probably fine. Maybe you don't need to spend a bomb. Although they might not, because they had to spend some time moving. I think they should just get in fractionally before. Oh, okay. Nice. And NG, human. And then we just want to make sure these doors lock. Guess we could even try to get surrender offers. Guess we kill one of them. Kind of want to kill the NG, honestly. Doesn't matter. How do we deal hull damage to them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't really let them repair the weapons. I mean, I can, but I feel that's pushing it for very speculative surrender shenanigans. Because they'll repair. Well, they might repair medbay actually. Oh, we can also just keep sending them to the medbay. That's a way of doing it. NG Live means surrender happens faster. This is true. It means less control, though. But also, I suppose it also means we don't have to worry about our crew as much. I guess it's less fiddly in that sense. I think either case is fine. Plus we can board with other crew if we want. I might have overdone it here, by the way. I guess we break shields now, while we can. And then we get to break everything else while they're busy repairing shields. Now they come, yeah, now they come to fight us. So yeah, we have to send them back. Actually, just stay there, it's fine. Let's remember I have a med bay, not a clone bay. Who was that? Thomas! Thomas is legendary again. Come forth, NG. Oh, I need you to fix the shields, right? Actually, do I break these fast enough? Well, actually I do, of course I do. So you can always be sent back. One more. So let them fix the shields. Or just break the med bay. Break the med bay. I think I want to train Gus in fighting. Two fuel and 17 scrap for all of that. Okay, Faber's top left. Yeah, we do have. Oh, yeah, we do have a hull repair drone, which I think I should use. Three, 4. Yeah, let's take another one. I'm trying to carry on. Yeah, that I usually don't, on the few occasions I've had that combination, I usually don't even use it because I'd rather have something else in the slot available for the next jump, except when I'm jumping to a store or a known dead beacon. But this time I would actually use it. I don't have any other drones. This was a free drop, by the way, from Secure the Cache. Is drone recovery allowed too? Sure, why not? So the only things that's not allowed are shields. Like so often you might even want a combat drone here instead, for example. I mean, also the other things that are not allowed are just the things that I personally consider to be like cheats. Which is mostly just save, reload cheats, or whatever you want to call them. So, for example, not that we need it. If you're at a store selling drone control and you reload the game, then it will always sell a defense drone 1. So that anything where you have to use the save reload system to change the game is something I actively avoid. And the only other ones are stuff like, for me personally, stuff like cheeky swipes with beams and exploiting the bug with ion damage and hacking, where you can do things like stun bomb your own hacking to get a 5-second cooldown instead of a 20-second cooldown. There's a whole lot that can be done, although I've never actually tried, but there's a whole lot that can be done if you are prepared to abuse bugs in the save system. Like infinite shields, instant FTL charge, that kind of stuff. Instant crew movement. Instant oxygen refill. I've never tried it because that kind of thing doesn't personally interest me. But Chewbacca found that if you have the game paused, I can't really show you because I don't have shields, but let's say there's a save reload will make this run seem fast. I don't know how they do it. If you have the game paused, let's say there's a laser here heading towards your ship. If you save and reload, and then I can't remember if you have to unpause the game or what for 1 frame or something. It might involve unpausing for 1 frame. But if you save and reload, then you can recharge the shield by 1 frame, but the laser doesn't move at all. So if you keep doing that, then a single shield can stop a burst laser 3, right? And potentially, in fact, a single shield would very likely stop 4 burst laser 2s. Not that you'll ever see an enemy that has 4 of them, but you get my drift. So yeah, that just seems, to me, that just seems bad. But, I get the fascination though with seeing how far you can break stuff. I mean the person you'd really need to ask would be Chewbacca, because they actually understand it. But off Reddit, Chewbacca77. But let's say the laser is here. I don't know if you have to like perfectly pause all the time. What happens is, say my shield is coming back up and the laser is here. If you keep reloading the game, then the shield will gradually make progress, like 1 frame at a time, I think, on recharge, but the laser doesn't move. So effectively the shield recharges instantly. So I don't know exactly how it works, but at the very worst case, you can get a shield layer up every single frame. So effectively, you can block any number of lasers, probably even flak, because flak doesn't hit all at exactly the same frame. Not sure about flak. And it's the same technique means that if you save and reload the game like constantly in advance one frame, your FTL drive will instantly charge. Like if you have any charging at all, even level 1 engines, it will just instantly charge relative to everything else that's happening. There's a ridiculous amount of crazy stuff that can be done if you want to. Yeah, that's Thomas has got the link. That's a very useful bit of information if you want to see all the things that are kind of broken with the game. If I recall correctly, on that link that Thomas has provided, everything is in there between things that would outright clearly bugs and things that most players would be perfectly happy with doing, like for example the hacking bypass. And it's always up to the player to decide what they think is reasonable. Excuse me a minute, I need a loo break. Oh, by the way, if you are like actively trying to avoid running into those bugs, the best thing you can do is just not save and exit during a run. But for someone like me, that's not very practical. Second best thing you can do is try to complete a fight before you quit. And also there's the particular store ones. There's the defense drone issue, so if you're going to buy drone control and it doesn't have a defense drone, then I would need to buy it before I quit the game. Also, crew skill in stores is re-rolled when you reload. So if I'm going to buy crew, I try to buy them before I save and quit. I might be able to just do that for you quickly, Farb. Okay. Yeah. I kind of wish I could play like that. Oh. Okay. I probably got enough hull repair, considering we're going to an exit beacon in NG sector. Could spend another one. I probably should, right? Suppose we might get some free repair. Don't feel under too much threat. I don't know. I mean, it could be... this isn't going to be like an asteroid field, is it? I think. Because it's the exit. At 22, we get 3 to 5. I still get value out of most hull repair events anyway. Yeah, okay. Use your resources. That was a kind of mentally exhausting fight. Okay. Holy crap. A weapon is just floating in space. Not the ideal shieldless weapon, but it's a weapon. Also sells for, what, 37? Definitely NG again. Land of free stuff and stores, as opposed to land of auto ships and drone ships in general. No immediate store. How long have I been streaming now? Just over 2 hours. You've got a clip on Chewbacca's list. Wow. You're famous, Farb. What was it about? Could have 2 though. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a pretty good sector layout. Oh, right, so we probably go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Unless we need to divert to a store, but that lets us see every beacon if we don't. Oh, the reverse ion field Zoltan shield bug. Yeah, I've had that happen to me once. Or maybe more, but I remember once. I do not know how sector skipping works. Yeah, I think it kind of makes sense to me. Not the sector skipping, like how that might work. I remember thinking about it and thinking, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Oh, the combat 2 firing inside your shields. I remember seeing that. That was crazy. That was so weird. What was I doing? 1, 2, 3. I've seen that already, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. So probably best for me to plan around that initially. and then replan when I see a store. I have a bunch of scrap. I wonder if I should make some safety upgrades. The only way I win this run is by getting a pretty strong setup. Like, basically, it needs to be at least as good as the Stealth C, no shields, no cloak run setup. Because that's kind of the situation we'll find ourselves in, since we're not going to buy cloaking. That was and that was fairly close to like minimum, I feel. Practical minimum. What was that? That was like hike beam, mini beam, and the charge and the 2-shot laser from the start. And hacking, and we had beam 2 and a combat drone. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you can really break the game if you so choose. So we're going to be in that kind of situation again, basically. We do have the hull repair drone. Did we have hull repair drone for Stealth C? Don't think so. We were able to come back to a store though? Or... I think that without a pre-igniter, we probably just lose eventually. Not entirely sure. We potentially really good weapons without a pre-igniter, but with a lot of drone parts, we can win. So what does that mean for my strategy? We're now in Sector 3. Enemy offense gets a boost, particularly auto assaults, and to a lesser extent, some of the other drone ships. What are we looking to buy at the store? Oy. We do have a hull laser to maybe sell. Like, we can sell this. Kind of disinclined to, but we can. Definitely want to grab a pre-igniter on this run if I see one, because I think that could easily make the difference, like make it possible. There are ways of winning without the pre-igniter. A one-shot setup with a combat drone and some weapons buffers, definitely. has a good chance. We'd want to be able to buy a hull beam. Reluctant to sell anything apart from the hull laser here. Unless it completes a one-shot setup, I guess, or is just really strong somehow. So with the hull laser, we have another 37 scrap. 157, 164. To buy a pre-igniter and a hull beam would be 190. That's pretty ambitious. Some degree of ambition is needed, though. So what safety upgrades would I consider? 1 or possibly 2 engines levels. Probably not 2 at this stage. Engines 2 is very cheap. A teleporter upgrade lets me board automated ships, and together with a weapons hack, at least some automated ships I can board safely. Probably don't see that many automated ships in this sector. If we do see them, then we're reliant on our small bombs. We also don't get to kill them, no matter what, unless we upgrade our weapons. Weapons upgrade would be expensive. We could get the buffer point. That's actually the expensive part. So if we're doing that, we're probably spending 65 scrap right now. That feels like too much. 30 scrap feels more reasonable. Could buy hacking level 2. Good news? I feel this may not be an entirely serious comment. Let's find out. But what's the good news, or did I just miss something? Sorry, I may have missed the context there. I've been trying to work out my strategy. Good news for me, because... Oh, sorry, another... Bridgewater is injured. Oh, is that like a player from an opposing football team or something? NFL. It's American football, right? Celebrating the injury of a sports person. I guess he's a star player or something. Can we discuss badminton instead? We could have a much longer discussion if you get me onto that subject. Okay, so the weapons buffer does something, but it's the more expensive part of the weapons upgrade. Millions involved between us. Alright, there's money in this. Like having a whole laser, having 3 shots online in sector 3 does give us a way of killing automated ships. It's also better against Zoltan shields. Kind of. It's quite a lot of scrap. That would allow us to board automated ships in many circumstances safely. Not all circumstances. Wouldn't allow us to kill them. Killing them is not the main thing. This or possibly this just lets us run faster. Well, maybe dodge, but basically run faster. I really just still have not worked out a strategy for really bad shieldless ships. Any of those things seem kind of reasonable, but pros and cons. I feel like I don't really know what to do. And I'm leaning towards just a little bit like that. Could also go for that. Does that put me outside the range of a pre-igniter? 37. No. So I could do that and hedge my bets a bit. I mean, hacking level 2 is also good, but I have to restrict my spending. Both of these are not about winning fights, they're about escaping awful ones. So if I'm doing that, I'm spending 40 scrap, which is equivalent to getting a weapons buffer for the small bomb. I think I'm going to try this. I just don't know what is best here. I can still buy a pre-igniter. I can't buy a pre-igniter and a weapon. But the odds of that happening at the same time are fairly low. Okay. I think I was going to go up here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Repair burst. I would consider keeping that for a while. But probably sell it. It's a nice background combination. There is a store. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm sort of locking myself out of future stores a bit more. What does it look like if I go direct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're missing like these beacons down here. Or maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we've just missed those two. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seen that one. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we missed those two. That's not too bad. I think I'll go direct because I can buy any one thing that I want. Okay, don't want any of the augments. Explosive replication is probably too expensive. Beam 2 is interesting. I feel it's too early. No, we're not going to be wanting to use that for quite a long time. It's really for the flagship. Don't want the battery. Don't want any of these weapons. Well, heavy laser. What do I do with a heavy laser in practice? Can it complete? It can complete a one shot with a drone. That would be like whole beam and whole beam. So not taking piloting offline. So it could miss. It can be used instead of the small bomb against Sultan shields. Don't think I buy it. Oh, it could be used to kill drone ships as well. That's a good point. Maybe it's worth it just as an investment. It's effectively a 25 scrap investment. I can still afford the pre-igniter like next jump, even. It's pretty good in the short term. It might be possible to use it in a one-shot setup. When you can use it in a one-shot setup, it's really nice because you're getting that last bit of damage for only one weapon's power. I think I might buy that. So how much do I have? I have 137, 157. So I'd end up with 100 after buying that, and then I can sell it back for 25. Thinking about maybe buying a drone part as well. That would take me just under pre-igniter. But neither of these is a store. Okay. Buy the heavy laser. Don't buy this because it's just long term. Even though it's maybe good later. Probably buy drone part and maybe fuel. Yeah. Maybe I could even like 2 fuel and 1 drone part. Takes me just under comfortable. I think I'm gonna do it. So then we go here. Is there anything else I wanted to store? I should always check that. No. Oh, that's nice. That could be used. Probably rather have that in an emergency rather than the whole repair drone being passively there. Oh, hang on. That was a mistake. Can't use this, so should have that slotted. Yeah, 10 fuel is acceptable, especially as we're in an NG sector. Good. Now, if I hadn't bought the fuel, I'd now be at 8 and feeling a lot less happy. Or maybe I even wouldn't have taken it. Probably would have taken it. So now we're in looking for stores mode. Let's see that we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. 1, 2. See that one. Boo. Nothing happens. It's not a store. We go here to see those 2. Glad I bought the fuel out. Pulsar. Not going to affect our shields though. Will affect their shields. So maybe we go heavy laser here. Did I just board with everyone into weapons? They have a basic laser, I think, and a small missile. Could be an Artemis. We have a defense drone. We'll hack their weapons, because we definitely want to hack something to get control of the boarding. We don't have to board them, but we should. So I'm hacking weapons. Am I boarding immediately with all 3? Probably. Is there any situation where I get trapped because of it? I think even if I get trapped, as long as I don't lose my hacking as well, I can just win the boarding fight. You have to be a little bit careful boarding with all your crew. I think we do it though. Could wait a bit, but I think I want to stop them boarding us. And distract them, and we can always run out if we want to get to like unfair advantages. Okay, we just win. It is an Artemis. Hey Dridbrats, unfair indeed. Welcome, hope you're doing well. Look at Gus go. He's been copying punchy skills from Farb and Thomas, who are now both legendary. And hack. What am I going to shoot my heavy laser at? Weapons, I think. I'm just trying to think, like, does this fire? Will they get out the door in time? I think if we can kill Zimu, get one more hit in them, then Liam here would be down to 11 after the heavy laser shot. So he could try to snipe them. Medbay means if they do get out, we end the fight no matter what. Kind of don't want to put up a drone, and may not be able to for just one missile. Also, I need to time it right. Move it to the back. I feel like targeting weapons is safer. Like, it has the best outcome, And it also has the safest outcome. The best potential outcome, the safest potential outcome, as it were. I think. Either is reasonable for sure. So I think we fire this now. And dodge out the room if we can after killing this one, at least with Gus. So wait for Zimu or whoever it is to die and move. Oh, it's close. Not sure if I actually timed that right. Might be in a fraction late. Oh, you've still got health? None of my crew actually dies here instantly. Zemo is resilient. I guess we do this actually. Indestructible Zemu. Yeah, okay. I didn't quite time that right, but it's fine. How am I doing? Starting to get tired. I'll probably stop soon. Maybe one more fight. Oh, we have to wait for the FTL to charge. There's a store. So I guess we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. Or we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Depends on... there could be a store there. So I have... How much money can I get for what I have now? 20 for the repair burst, 37... Oh, excuse me, for always a 2. So that's 57. So we have 168 from that. Another, it's vanilla, right? So 25 from the beam drone if necessary. 188. So if we sell the beam drone and the repair burst and the hull laser 2, we can keep everything else and buy a pre-igniter and hull beam. That seems kind of reasonable. Especially given we're not likely to find both those things in the store. And so therefore it seems kind of reasonable to have an extra jump here to find another store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anti-drone is interesting. Combat drone is also somewhat interesting. Those weapons are not interesting. probably going to end up buying the anti-drone and slotting anti-drone, defense drone, and buying some drone parts. This is also tempting. I think it's too much right now. But I think that's a good point to stop before I get too tired. Yeah, only 3 crew in Sector 3. No crew to buy now. But we've got some other decent stuff. It's further than I expected to be with this ship. Oh, we'll need some fuel as well, won't we? Yeah, that's enough for now. Sorry if you just turned up, Drew Rats. But, I'll probably pick this up next weekend, maybe? Filthy Savoury Loader. Oh, I need to check. Is there anything at the store that changes? No, there's not. No crew, I'm not buying drone control. Thanks, Thomas. Take care, everyone.